Hey, what's going on, everybody? TeeLow here, with another episode of The Conversation. It's been I think I skipped a week. I might have skipped 2 weeks. I probably skipped 2 weeks. Might have been longer. But we're doing a little bit better, right? I mean, it's the thought that counts. We're trying, you know. I am a work in progress. God is not done with me yet, okay? So let's talk about this, okay? Today, the conversation. Today's topic is recognizing your progress, or maybe to put it better, failing to recognize your progress. So yesterday, just a little backstory to how I came to this topic. Yesterday I was in Loudonville, and I ran into Crystal, and we had a brief conversation. And the only reason why I bring up who I was talking to, if you don't know who Crystal is, you need to go look at erasetheshame.com. Okay, like, she is an awesome person doing amazing things out here for the recovery movement, and just not only for addiction, but state of mind and other things as well. You know, just trying to erase the stigma on so many levels, not just talking about addiction, but so many levels. Okay. So, and that's important to the story. That's important to the discussion. Okay. So seriously, if you don't know who she is, stop this video and go watch, or go look at erasetheshame.com. Educate yourself on who she is and what she's done. I mean, she sat down with the president and spoke about this, okay? Like, she sat down with, I believe, Dr. Drew, and there was another medical show, and I can't remember. And she's somebody who is, like, nationally recognized for what she has done, okay? And that's important to this conversation. That knowing that information is important to this conversation. Okay. So we were having a brief discussion, and she said something in passing about how it's hard to see if you're making a difference. Okay. It's hard to see if it's working, if people are really taking a hold of what's being said. Not just the day we do a rally, because it's easy to get caught up into it the day, and even the day after. But then 2 days after, it starts to wear off, and all of a sudden, you know, some people just kind of think, well, I did my part for that day, so they go on about their lives. But what I'd like to talk about is how you need to recognize your progress, and your failure to recognize your progress can put you in a bad state of mind, and it can bring you down, and it can ultimately slow your progress. So the metaphor I used yesterday, Crystal, if you're watching this, the metaphor I used yesterday, I don't like it. I'm throwing it out. I don't want to, like, building a house. No, I want to switch it to when they were constructing the pyramids, okay? Now, I know there's all kinds of conspiracy theories, like aliens came and constructed the pyramids, or we came back in time to construct the pyramids, or something like that. And I could talk forever about that stuff, but we'll do that separately. For now, we're going to focus on people building the pyramids, okay? So when they were building the pyramids, when the slaves in the Great Wall of China, when they were building these mega structures, these things that could be seen for hundreds of miles, and even from space, some of them, the people that were actually building it, the slaves that were putting this thing together, and they were trying to get this thing built, and they were being whipped, and they were working in all the elements, and they couldn't get a break. You know, the only time you braked was at night when you couldn't see anymore. You know, they were working to exhaustion. If you dropped dead, they had to watch friends drop dead every single day. And I'm sure it got to the point where you stopped making friends because you don't want to feel the loss anymore of losing friends. Now, see how this is a little more relevant? See what I'm trying to say? So now you have these slaves who have been working tirelessly for years. And I think with don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure with the Great Wall of China, it was generations building these things, building these incredible structures, these incredible feats. And these slaves were working day in and day out, day in and day out. They couldn't see their progress. And you know why they couldn't see their progress? It doesn't mean they weren't working. It means they were close to it. They were like this. They were up here. They couldn't see the entire picture. They were up close working day in and day out to get it done. And they were working. I mean, they were still getting it done. They were still making progress. They were still completing it. They were still getting it there. And it was the supervisors. It was the people who weren't directly involved. It was the people who were standing on the sidelines, or it was the people who felt that they were too good to lend a hand to the effort. It was the people who were, the people who just didn't have to get their hands dirty. It was those people who saw the progress. So there's a lot of people in our community who don't want to walk and help. And there's a lot of people who just think this isn't their fight. And there's a lot of people who feel like, quite honestly, there's a lot of people who feel like recovery is impossible. And as painful as that is to say, because we've proven that it is possible. Well, not me. I'm not you. You all, a lot of you watching this have proven it's possible. And if you're in the trenches like Crystal is, and you're working day in and day out tirelessly to build up something, build up this movement, build up this wonderful wave of compassion and change and understanding and acceptance, you're not going to be able to recognize your progress firsthand. You're just not. But there's people around you, and there's people who are watching you, who know what it is you're getting done, who know what it is you're putting together, and it's wonderful. Okay, so don't ever feel like you're not making progress. Okay, failing to recognize your progress can ultimately stop your progress. It's important to be able to, or have people in your corner who can identify your progress and keep moving. So that was today's conversation. If you like it or react to it, share, please. Shares are important, because the reach of the page gets, it goes down if people don't interact with a post. So like if 100 people see your first post and only 10 people comment, then 60 people see your second post. And if only 10 people comment, then 40 people see your next post. You know what I'm saying? So comments are important on all these pages, all the pages you're interested in. Every page you legitimately have an interest in, you should be commenting regularly, even if it's just something dumb. So, yeah, we're making progress. Don't fail to recognize your progress. And you don't have to be on some large journey to bring about recovery to the entire nation, such as Crystal. But you can be just one person in school or at work or whatever you have going on. Don't fail to recognize your progress. All right, I'm out. TeeLow. No surrender ever. Don't give up your dreams. Don't give up working toward a better life. Never give up any of that, okay? Love you guys. Peace. If I can hit stop. Where?